gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, shout around? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
FBI is seeking help solving the homicide of Brazil Johnson. She's the transgender woman who was killed in Milwaukee in the summer of 2022.
Fox 6's Bria Jones joins us now from the newsroom after speaking with Johnson's family today.
Well, Ted said the FBI has now released photos of a person of interest. Brazil Johnson's family is hoping this breathes new life into her case.
All right, guys, so we are investigating the murder of a trans black woman, and we're assuming that this is a hate crime based off of they, them, her, whatever, being trans. And I'm really interested to see what new leads we have on this, because I definitely want to get to the bottom of this, because a lot of times you'll have these LGBT activists and they'll cite these murders as if these people were killed because they were trans. And in many cases that does happen. But in a lot of cases, it has nothing to do with them being trans and has everything to do with the way that they are moving, because we know the trans community, I'm not going to say most of them, but a good amount of them are participating in sex work or intercourse work or whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, this is just the reality.
It's been tough, especially around the holidays.
Bernitha Gildart has spent 2 trying Christmases coping with the tragic killing of her daughter, Brazil Johnson.
It's just hard.
It's crazy that the news is calling him a daughter. That's a slap in the face to women everywhere, but I digress.
He wants people watching to take 2 seconds to look at these 2 snapshots released by the FBI of a person of interest.
What was it like for you seeing these images?
Well, I was grateful that finally something surfaced, because I just know that it could not have been nothing.
Do you recognize this person at all?
Not at all.
Johnson, a transgender woman, was shot and killed on North Teutonia and West Garfield Avenues in June of 2022. She was 28. Her family says she was a chef, and when she wasn't cooking, she was providing a shoulder to lean on. So now they're standing tall for her.
If you know anything and you can help or reach out, you can say something. It's safe to say something. You don't know how many other lives or domino effects that can stop.
As they now hold out hope, someone comes forward with answers.
It would be the world to me that justice would be served. The person that did this deserves to be punished.
So here's a suspect. It looks like they have a bonnet on. Could be somebody within the trans community. So very fishy things going on here.
According to the Human Rights Campaign, at least 41 transgender or gender non-conforming people were violently killed in 2022. Anyone with any information in Johnson's case is urged to contact the FBI Milwaukee field office. Now in the newsroom, Bria Jones, Fox 6 News.
Bria, hopefully this helps. Thanks.
And Johnson's loved ones are happy to hear her case is still on detectives' radar, and tonight the FBI is on the case. A plea to the public Tuesday. Milwaukee police and the FBI asking for tips in 28-year-old Brazil Johnson's killing, a black transgender woman.
Brazil is the street name.
Teresa Reed isn't giving up hope. She calls Johnson her best friend.
He was a good person, very gentle, nice, free-hearted, and he had a lot of energy.
Okay, so the news is referring to him as a she, but the mother is referring to him as a man. I mean, isn't that kind of disrespectful that you're going against the mother's wishes by calling him a she? I mean, what constitutes misgendering at this point?
June 15th, 2022. Someone shot Johnson near Teutonia and Garfield. Johnson didn't survive.
Very shocked because he never did nothing to nobody. He was always helping somebody. He wasn't no violent person, and he always just defended himself.
While it's been more than a year without many answers, investigators are still on the case. Tuesday, Milwaukee police and the FBI released these photos of a person who may be connected to Johnson's killing. Detectives hope someone can identify the person in these pictures.
Police and the FBI are now putting out these pictures, asking the public for information. What does that say to you?
Well, to me it says that it's not being thrown away, and that's, anybody want justice? No, it's not being ignored. That's a good thing about it.
Erica Johnson was one of at least three black trans women killed in Milwaukee since 2022.
The FBI told me there's no indication Johnson's case is connected to other murders, but detectives are not closed off to the possibility. If you have any information in Johnson's case, investigators want to hear from you. The number is on your screen right there and in the story on the 12 News app.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
We are hurting. The family is hurting. The community is hurting. Sonny has such an impact in our community, in our family. The kids are crying, endless crying.
Devastation over the loss of 54-year-old Sonny Arimnuta, a religious family man shot and killed at work. Sitting in their living room a week later, Arimnuta's twin brother and uncle say he was always looking for a way to help people.
Sonny comes into this room and lights up the whole place.
A police search warrant obtained by 12 News says Arimnuta was working at this Quick Mart last Friday morning.
So how many times do I have to tell you guys that these gas stations are dangerous? And obviously, a lot of immigrants get employment at these gas stations, and they're risking their lives every single day. And these are people who are first or second generation immigrants who came to this country legally, and they're just trying to do right by their family. But these super gremlins have different plans in mind, and this case happened in October, and we didn't have any real suspects. We didn't have any real prospects on who did it or who done it. But oh wow, we are getting updated news, and the suspects, you're not going to believe who took this man's life in cold blood and why they did it.
Investigators believe a woman tried to leave the store without paying for ice cream cones. Arimnuta followed her out of the store. Records say a man who was with the woman shot Arimnuta from the passenger seat of a car.
For taking the life of somebody that has not wronged them in any way, that has not done anything.
Police say Arimnuta died.
Yeah, and like I say all the time, there doesn't have to be a reason in the community. These super gremlins continue to, delete people based off of nothing, off of a petty interaction that ends up deadly. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Died there in front of the gas station, the ice cream cone lying next to him. Through the shock and the pain, family now repeating this message.
Whoever done this wicked acts, please turn yourself in. Turn yourself in. Turn yourself in.
Family looking for answers tonight. Emily, what's the status of the investigation? Is anyone in custody?
Patrick, Milwaukee police tell me that as of now, they have not arrested anyone. We do know that police have a few leads. The gas station has security camera footage. Anyone with any information is asked to contact Milwaukee police.
Charges tonight in the October murder of a Milwaukee gas station clerk shot over ice cream cones. 54-year-old Sonny Aramnutta was working at the Quick Mart near Appleton and Hampton Avenues on October 20th. According to a criminal complaint filed today, a woman left the store without paying for ice cream cones, and Aramnutta followed her out. The complaint says a man who was with the woman then shot the clerk. Prosecutors charged 19-year-old Fredrick Harmon with first-degree intentional homicide and 40-year-old Denika White with harboring or aiding a felon.
So we have Fredrick Harmon, a 19-year-old suspect, and Denika White, 40-year-old woman who harbored this man for this felony. I wonder what their relationship was between each other.
Arrest warrants for them both have also been issued.
Arrested in the death of a gas station employee from October, 19-year-old Fredrick Harmon Jr. is charged with first-degree intentional homicide.
And as you can see, it looks like he's pretty geeked up here, okay? And he's being charged with first-degree homicide, and spoiler alert, this is his mama who harbored a fugitive. Okay? Now we talk about these single mother households and how negatively impactful they, are having, or they can have on the community and the young men that are born into these families, and the young women as well. But particularly the young men, they can't really discipline them in a way, all right? And a lot of times they feed into the negative stereotypes or the negativity. They feed into that with the young boys. They almost raise them to be street ninjas, or like I like to call it, thug maxed alpha simps, okay? So these guys grow up to become thug maxed alpha simps and son husbands to their single mothers, and this is the result. She actually reminds me of FBG Duck's mom, because these hood mamas, these are the worst mothers to be born to, because they're going to completely engulf you into street activity and make you become the man of the house at 10 years old and get it out the mud and slanging on the block just so that she has a man in the home who's providing. And then when you stop providing and you want to get your life together, which I don't think this guy was planning on doing that, right? Getting his life together. But when you stop wanting to do those types of things, they're going to drag you back in. So if you are in a situation like this, your best bet is to move very far away and pick up the pieces later on in life once you make something of yourself. But in this case, guys, as you can see, mother-son duo responsible for killing this gas station employee, this man who was providing for his family, a Malcolm, right? Mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. And what do they have to show for it? This guy's going to do 20, 30 years in prison. Mama, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10, maybe even if that. But now your family's broken apart. She's going to be talking to him through a jail phone once she gets out after serving her time. And this is the result of the community. And we talk about curses being broken, generational curses and all this kind of stuff. Y'all keep playing into it. Y'all keep playing into it. These super single mother gremlins are demon time.
His mother, 40-year-old Denika White, is facing harboring and aiding a felon charges. This shooting happened in October at a gas station on Appleton Avenue near Hampton. According to the criminal complaint, Denika White got into an argument with the employee and then ended up stealing some ice cream cones. The employee then followed her outside. She got into the car while her son, Fredrick Harmon, shot and killed the 54-year-old man. Both White and Harmon are still on the run.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.